contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
Go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download the WVTC Gospel Radio app today. You can also say, Alexa, play WVTC Radio Skills.
Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.
It's time to introduce you to TYME, T-Y-M-E, the guy who is unique and multi-talented and confident. The mission, to satisfy clients and give them the best service possible. TYME is a person who gives 100% and is always laser focused. It's from motivational speaking, acting, modeling clothes, fitness coach, a live radio show talking about living a healthy lifestyle for life. TYME is also an author, and not to mention an ordained deacon. TYME is also a businessman that sells furs, minks, and leather coats. TYME is a role model for the world. His biggest talent? Giving. Giving is an art. And TYME is a charity called Cheerful Giver. God loves a cheerful giver, which by now you have figured out that TYME is very creative and loves working with his toolbox, aka his mind. If you need TYME services, contact 773-458-5084 or email thebody1 at yahoo.com. TYME. It's time.
Welcome to Your Health is Your Wealth. I'm your host, TYME. Hey, shouts off to Winning Victory Through Christ for allowing me to be here this morning on this stage trying to get everybody in the world to live healthy. We got to get ready to it because my time go back good so fast. We're going to talk about a couple things. First, how did y'all do last week? Did you try? I hope you tried. I really do believe you did try something this week, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be looking at this show. I hope y'all continue to tell people about this show. This show is trying to save people lives, to live healthy, to live a better life, a more productive life. We must stop existing. Most of us is running around here only existing, just going through life, hoping something happens. We're going to talk about that, which is a routine. But first, I want to talk about the benefits of living healthy and exercising, because I don't really understand. I'm trying to wrap my mind around this, that living healthy got tons of benefits. Matter of fact, it's the only program that got a lifetime of benefits. We ain't talking about a job with them little 2 cents they give you after you retire. After you don't work 30 years, broke your back, leaving in bad health. See, we had this concept twisted because we was programmed like that from kids. Work hard, then you retire. You work hard, you retire, you in bad shape. We always trying to chase money. We don't chase health. We don't even talk about health. We don't even talk about health. We really don't talk about health in the church. Yeah, I'm always talking about things about the church because the church needs to be held accountable about helping people to live healthy. And it starts with the people in front. The church got all these different titles, but ain't nobody trying to teach no one how to live healthy. And I'm going to keep on throwing these shots to the church until I see some improvement. Because to be truthful, the church folks is in horrible shape. Horrible shape. Don't turn me off. Don't delete me. I'm only telling the truth. Remember Paul, when he was talking to the Galatians, he said, I have now become your enemy because I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Anyway, back to the lifetime benefit. If the church don't tell you, I'm going to tell you. So you need to tell your friends at church, tell the preacher, tell the first lady to tune in so I can get you healthy, so y'all can continue to pass it on, so the world can be healthy. When you live healthy, number one, you are expanding your life. I'm talking about not just existing. We know people 70, 80 years old, they just existing. I'm talking about being productive in your 50s, in your 60s. I'm 63 and I'm just not getting started. I know people my age or younger than me, they are broke down. I mean broke down. They got every type of thing you can name. I have no type of illness at 63. I really haven't had no type of illness in my life. Sometimes I be trying to think of something that I had, But that comes from living a healthy lifestyle. Something I'm trying to relate to you all. It's a lifetime of benefits. You can move around, because as you age, you cannot take a fall. I had known people had took a fall, and like 5 or 6 months later, they had relocated to the cemetery. I had known people have failed and never got out the bed again. My mother was one of them years ago. So I know how these go, because as we get older, our bones get weaker, but our bones will not get weaker if we exercise. We will have strong bones, But if we don't exercise, least little thing, a break, it can be fatal. You have to trust me on this. But I don't want to talk about the negative part, because it is painful, but I ain't going to talk about it on one segment. But today we're going to talk about the positive of living healthy. Looking your best, feeling your best. How many people that you know, and you may be one of them, every morning it's a drag getting up? You don't feel like it. It takes you an hour to get going. You have no energy. That's because you're not exercising, and the night before you don't had 3 donuts with a large Diet Coke. That's why. Or you don't have ham hocks and pork chops. That's why. All that food weighs you down. It hurts your body. It hurts your organs. You have to learn to eat light. We have to stop eating all that stuff we were programmed since we were 6. Because Big Mama and Big Mama do it, then our grandmama, then our mama, and we think we're supposed to do it. It don't go like that. Also, living a healthy lifestyle, it gets you courage. It makes you, it gets you discipline. It really gets you discipline. Most of us is not disciplined. You're going to even live 2 ways. You're going to live a life of discipline, or you're going to live a life of regret. You don't go no other way. When you got discipline, you say no to things. You ain't got to say yes to things. When you got discipline, you ain't trying to please nobody. When you got discipline, you ain't running with the herd. You ain't running with your little clique. You running by yourself. You're an introvert. You're a loner. You got discipline. You have a routine. I'm gonna talk about that too. And when you live in a healthy lifestyle, it just benefits. It's longevity. See, when you exercise, what it does is, and eat healthy, it turns on that switch inside of you. It's a longevity switch. You start looking younger. Your skin, you stop aging. You see, I don't age. My number go up. I do not age because I'm living healthy. I'm fighting it. People say Father Time is undefeated, but I'm getting him a runner for his money. He don't slow down for me. Father Time is not finna catch me. Now, if I stop living healthy and eating and exercise, he gonna catch up to me. I'm gonna start being bent over. I'm gonna start having all kind of illness that everybody else have. But what I'm trying to get you all to do, if you got these illnesses, it can go away if you start eating healthy and exercise. Stop waking up in the morning grabbing coffee, bagel, donuts, stopping by the Dunkin' Donuts and all that garbage, eating, drinking the cappuccino with 20 things of sugar and whatever else they put in that junk. And people walk around with big giant cups of that garbage. It's garbage. It's slow poison. You may not want to hear it, but it's the truth. All you gotta do is look in the mirror and you see what it's doing to you. All that bad eating, hot wings, all that stuff, babas, pearls, all that fried fish, potato sausage. Look in the mirror. You can see what it's doing to you. That's all. Look in the mirror. Most of the time, we don't want to look too close in the mirror because when we look in the mirror, we don't want to see the blemishes, the unwanted pounds, the wear and tear on our body. So we always stand off the mirror. You notice we never look too close into the mirror because the mirror will tell you the truth. So you got to start living healthy. So you ain't got to do all those little tricks. You ain't got to put on certain clothes to hide this and hide that. And certain makeup and whatever people do. I don't do none of that. I just put on anything. I ain't got to, people buy expensive clothes like that's going to hide their faults. Listen, I don't care what you do. What you eat in private, you wear in public. I do not. That's one thing cannot be hidden. You can eat it in hidden, but you're going to wear it in public. Also, when you live healthy, you have courage, you have confidence. And people have confidence and have courage in you. See, people are attracted to healthy, fit people. See, success attracts. So that's why you always got to work on yourself. Let me tell you again, I don't care what people say. Success attracts. People are attracted to successful people. People are attracted to fit people. The people look nice, they work on themselves because people are attracted to people who they want to be like. And that's just how that go. So it's just so many benefits, lifetime benefits. I know people can't walk up 10 stairs without blowing. They're not even old. They're not even old. I don't know what you call old. Some people can't even grab a bucket. So you got to build your strength. God didn't put us on this earth to just work a job, raise a family, and go to heaven. And that's what most people are doing. Now they don't add something to that. It's Facebook and TikTok. Then you go to heaven. I mean, this do not make any sense. This is crazy to me. How we have conformed ourselves. Ain't nobody done that to us. It ain't the white man, the yellow man. It's you. You got to start holding yourself accountable. You got to stop making excuses. You got to stop doing easy things. See, life situations have made stuff so easy for us. You ain't got to go out the house and order hot wings at McDonald's. So you can sit your lazy butt in the house and order DoorDash. And just eat while you're looking at TikTok. What? It's a trick. We always talk about the enemy. There ain't no enemy. It's you. You tricking yourself. We just can order anything, just sit back and just eat and just get big. We don't have no books. We don't do no reading. We don't do no research. We just allow people to dictate our life. One thing about us, a few things, we are open books. Number one, we just tell all our business and think we own something. Number two, we allow other people's opinion to control us. We is not self-reliance. We do not build our own world. I build my own world. I walk to my own beat Everybody who know me know I walk to my own beat. I have no problem saying no. I have no problem saying I ain't doing it. I developed my own life. I am not controlled by the system. That they have the systems control us. It's the matrix. We are in the matrix. We are controlled, and we think we ain't. That's the thing about it. We think we ain't. We imitate one another. Nobody have their own style, their own way of doing things. Everybody do things the same way. You go out, you see everybody the same jacket. The men head turned to the back. They got hoods on. These days, men sitting up in the lounge in the store, whatever, with their coats on. Where they get that from? Grown men got gym shoes on, pants hanging down. The women, all of them got the same type of hair, the same boots, the same idea. Nobody is different. Everybody walking the same. You gotta be yourself. Find your purpose. Find your difference. You go everywhere you go, you see the same. It's the same people with the same stuff on, looking the same way, acting the same way, talking the same way. I'm like, can anybody be different? Nobody exercising. Nobody eating healthy. What is this world coming to? This is insane. So anyway, because I can really open that up. If I open it up, they may throw me off the air. Y'all may not look at me no more. Anyway, let's move on. But we gotta find our difference. We gotta do better. Because we're doing a poor job, a very, very poor job. Now, we need, when I talked about the word routine a few minutes ago, you have to really have a routine. A routine is something that you're doing every day, but it ain't mean you a program. A routine is like a program. Is like, when I say people program, they do the same thing every day with the same emotions. That's a program. They're like you turn this program and you hear it's the same thing from yesterday, same emotion, ain't nothing changed. But the routine, your daily routine must be structured for your success. Let me say that again. Your daily routine must be structured for your success. So, I can always use me. I'm the best example to use. My routine, I build my routine around what I'm trying to do or what I'm doing, and it's mainly around healthy things, I mean, not just exercising, eating healthy, other things, what I call healthy, reading books, researching, being conscious, watch what I let come out my mouth, controlling my emotions, it's a lot going into a daily routine that can make your success. It's a whole lot. It ain't just the exercise and eating healthy. See, one thing about us, we don't do the whole picture, because when you do the whole picture, you got to put in work, and we always want the easy way. What is the less resistant? That's where everybody at. Ain't nobody over here. Over here is the growth road. Over here is where everybody at, where it's easy at. Everybody looking like one another, sound like one another. Everybody wear the same little clothes, and they just sweating on something. You look over here, it's 300 people and 298 of them is on their cell phone. Over here, ain't nobody on their cell phone. They on their grind. They got a book. If they on their cell phone, they researching. They ain't on TikTok, Facebook, whatever other little crazy stuff they don't got y'all programmed to. We over here, we reading books. We doing research. We listening to motivational stuff. We listening to other people. We learners over here. Over there, y'all imitators. That's why over here is so much room. Over there, it's like sardines. Fights break out over there. Over here, everybody chilling, but they on their grind. Over here, people over here where I live at, everybody got routines, and they stick to their routine. Over there, everybody making excuses. I was too tired, but you weren't too tired to go home and binge watch those little movies they be having out. You weren't that tired, you know. But if you actually go home and try to get on an exercise bike or go home and listen to something motivational, you don't want to do that, your head hurt. You know, you've been working 12 hours. See, it's full of excuses over there. To the left, it's full of excuses. Over here, we don't have excuses. If you make an excuse over here, you get kicked out. If you make one excuse, you kicked out over here. Excuses don't exist over here. I can't don't exist over here. I'm tired don't exist over here. All that exists over there. And you can come over here. It's going to take some work. But see, we don't want to put no work in. That's why 98% of the people live their life over there, cheerleading for somebody else, saying negative things for somebody else, you know. But we have to stop that. You know, this is a whole different world. I'm telling you, you're going to be left on the side of the road. It ain't like it used to be. You gotta fend for yourself. You gotta get yourself together. So you need a routine. My routine is like I say, my routine starts in the morning, 2:30, 3 o'clock, whatever. I'm up in the gym, back home. If I gotta go on the set, I'm in the sauna, shower, I head to the set. While I'm on the set, I ain't just on the set because you have breaks. You know, but when I'm on my break, I carry books with me in my book bag. You know, I got the 2 books now that I got, 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene and Mastery. You know, I got other books I carry. Or if I don't feel like reading, I'm turning some motivation on with my headphones. You know, I ain't just sitting there like 99, 100% of the people be there, and they be sitting around, all of them on their phones, scrolling through stuff. How could you just keep scrolling to the same thing every day? I mean, every time you scroll. Now, me, I don't even have my phone out unless I'm listening to something. I'm not built like that, you know. I'm built, I come from a different world. This world over here. I ain't built for the world. No, that ain't me. I don't get down like that, you know. I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. You know, people at church be saying that, but they just be saying that. Just imagine they really believe that. I'm in the world, but not of the world. Just imagine they really believe that. No, if you ain't doing that, if you ain't exercising, eating healthy, reading that, you in the world. I don't care what come out your mouth. See, one thing about me is that I don't pay attention to words. When people talk, I don't pay attention to words. Words is used to deceive people, and most people just be telling stories. Most of the time, when people tell you about themselves, it's usually the opposite. So I don't pay attention to words. All I do is pay attention to people's actions. Even if I talk to myself, I pay attention to my actions. I hold myself accountable. You know, make sure I won't procrastinate. But I don't pay. When people tell me things about this and that, I read. It ain't point I don't believe it because it ain't for me to believe. I just don't pay attention to it. Now, if I see you doing what you're saying, then I'll form a different opinion. But if you're just talking words to me, tell your story walking. Words don't, you know, it don't penetrate me. I'm an action man. So I expect actions from other people. You know, I talk to people all the time, tell me what they gonna do or this and that, or they tell me what they doing. Then as you get to know them, you find out they ain't doing what they say. Most people don't. They just be talking and trying to impress people. You know, that's why words don't carry no power with me. Only thing carry power with me is action. Because I'm an action man. I'm a man of few words. The most talking I do is I be on here. You know, other than that, I'm an action man, you know, and I'm private. When I'm gonna do something, I keep it silent and I just release it. Like Steve Jobs did that in 2007 when he released the iPhone. He didn't talk about it. They didn't talk about the iPhone. They didn't talk about none of that. They just released it. So it's just like you gotta do the same thing. Stop telling people your plans. Stop telling people what you're gonna do. Stop Just release it. Just be quiet. Walk in silence. Be a lady. Be a man of few words. See, when you silent, that's power. When you open your mouth, that's not power. That's insecurity. When you catch a person always talking about themselves, that's insecurity. When you catch a person always quiet and moving silent, and you look up, they doing this, they doing that, that's power. See, we don't understand power. I highly recommend everybody get 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. I highly, it's about different laws. Conceal your attention. Say less is possible. Control the option. All this stuff is real. Be formless. Never trust a friend. This stuff is real. I'm like, man, because every time despise the free lunch. We always want to get something free. That's the wrong thing. People offer you something free. It's a trick behind it. It's something they want. But we always think we're getting over. But they always want something. You believe me. Just pay attention next time you want something. They're going to come back and ask you for something. That's why they're giving you something. It's the giving before the taking. The Chinese was good at that. They always used to give. And that's what people do now. They give you something, and you're like, oh, thank you, praise the Lord. It's a blessing. But they're going to come back and ask for something. That's why they gave it to you. So you can't say no. Excuse me. So I highly recommend y'all get the book, 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. It's been out for a long time, but people really ain't up on this. And the 48 laws, it's like everyday life. Really. It's like, stay formless. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. Don't offend the wrong person. It's so many good laws. And it's everyday life. Get away from toxic people. So we got to do more reading. We got to exercise. We got to build a routine. I know my time is going short. I don't know what it's time is going. But we have to build a routine around what you're trying to do. If you're working a 9 to 5, when you get off work, you got to come home and do something different. Do what you love to do. That job ain't what you love to do. Okay, that's what you need right now. Okay, I ain't nothing wrong with it. You need that right now. But you gotta build yourself up, and that's start exercise, eating healthy, so you'll have enough strength. You'll have enough. People do be tired. I did 12 hours last night, and I came home. I was so tired. I didn't even get in the sun. I could have gotten in the sun, but you see what I'm saying? But I didn't. I was tired. But that really ain't no excuse. I dropped the ball. But yeah, you got to build a routine for your success. The 9 to 5 ain't your success. Build your daily routine, stick to it, start slow. Whatever you want to do, just start slow, and just take your time. Remember, it's a marathon. See, like I talked about last week, God want to take us global. You can't go global if you ain't even get help. You cannot. How could you go global? God want to get us out of our little comfort zone. See, most people live in their comfort zone. I never lived in the comfort zone. I live in the growth zone. I live where it's challenging at. I can't do that. I don't want to live in the comfort zone. I couldn't imagine that. I don't want to sit over there where it's easy. I'm not built like that. I'm not built to be easy. I'm built to be rugged. I'm built like that. I'm just built different. So we have to start. Let's start living healthy. My time is almost up. Let's start living healthy. Let's take it one day at a time. I enjoy being with y'all. I couldn't wait to get on the show today and express these things that I think that we need to hear and start taking notice of. So we got to start noticing things, which is called consciousness. That's the first thing to growth. It's being conscious of your surroundings, what you see out your mouth, what you let in your mind. See, I have a bodyguard in my mind. I don't even let positive things in. But I got to go. Listen, God markets his kingdom through us. So I see y'all next week. Love you all. Stay focused. See you soon.
There's another person inside of you. a healthy person, a fit person screaming to get out. Time Fitness will help you find that fit person. Time Fitness clients eat to live, not live to eat. 95% of you dream of a flat stomach but have no clue on how to make that happen. Time Fitness is the master of making that stomach disappear. Want to look younger? Time Fitness. Isn't it time you take care of you? Contact us now for a free 2-pound protein powder meal replacement, 2 free guest passes, 1-time free Time Fitness t-shirt. Each client gets personal training guide and workout journal. Time Fitness will help you live a healthy lifestyle and improve your quality of life. www.tymefitness.com 773-458-5084. Living out of town? No problem. Time Fitness can still work with you each month. Ask us how. Time Fitness. www.timefitness.com.
Go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download the WVTC Gospel Radio app today. You can also say, Alexa, play WVTC Radio Skills.
Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.
Views made on the preceding program are not those of WVTC Radio, iNetworks Communications, or their financial supporters.
Winning victory through Christ, WVTC Allsip Chicago, and iNetworks